No, Space Age, I have no idea what you're talking about. Fill me in, dude. You want to email that to me, please? Just so I have it.
Oh, okay. Contracted rates are out for ORD. For Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica. Yeah.
Freaking hell, where's my reply button?
Go on. Okay. Oh, dude, I do remember that. Yeah, that was a long fucking time ago. I remember that. It was the family, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. Is that 8 years ago, really? Or is this something else? No, well, okay, the one that I'm thinking of definitely was a hoax. Yeah, I mean, because the family got a bunch of support from a bunch of people, and then it was turned out that they faked the whole thing.
What are you talking about?
I don't know why he brought this up. It was... Well, do you remember vaguely, it was a few years ago, where there was a, it was an incident with, like, a hot air balloon or some shit that a kid got caught, stuck in it, and it ended up being, like, the family faked the whole thing for some support or some shit. I vaguely remember. It's been a long time.
I don't remember.
Oh, no. Dude, the one that I'm thinking of was absolutely 100% fake. It was completely a hoax. Yeah, then I don't think we're thinking of different things, because there was courts involved with that family after it was done, if I recall, but... Oh, hey, bombs. That's what I wanted. I mean, that's been so long, though. I mean, I really don't remember much of the details. So what's the deal with the Jamaica trip?
She just asked if ORD is the one that we're going to fly out of.
Ah, gotcha.
She said she'll get rates, and I told her that Midway is also an option if they fly out of...
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, Jesus, space.
Okay, yeah, I heard you coming in, and I was about to go outside, and I thought
we have gotten absolutely nothing. Except for the hammer. There's our weapon. Hey, Ketty. That sends me to escape early, which is really nice because I do have the lamp as well.
Eleanor just said she's home. She knows she needs to get us another lease, and
Oh,
I told
okay.
her we're not in a rush.
Yeah, whenever
I
she gets
said
it.
it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
She goes, she's not changing anything.
Okay. I'm totally cool with that.
I've never been in a place this long and the rent not go up.
Yeah, I know. 3.
So you know she's not hurting for money at all.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna clear escape here. So, I was really hopeful that there was going to be a key sanity run that was going to start up. I got my... So, I decided late last night, after looking over the layout for the tracker that I built, that I realized that it's too cluttered. And just, I was not at all happy with the way it looked. So, I scrapped it. And then... in the end, I ended up just I made a different version of Cross Products Tracker, the one I use currently, and it only took me like an hour and a half, and I had it modified for at least basic tracking purposes. Hi. Cat, you just made me fall off the edge of there. But I had it, I've got it set up for at least basic tracking. So I do want to try that out. And then I got to work on the logic side of it. I actually talked to, I sent Cross Product a quick message today to make sure it was cool to do that and then actually distribute it, to pass it out to the other people in the community. So he seemed like he was cool with it. Hi. Yeah, I know. I love you too, Kitty. I will so do another one. Unfortunately, there's one going on right now. So, because there's one going on right now, the chances of there getting 2 started are really slim. Should have taken one more hit on that guy, but I didn't want to take a risk. Hi, Caddy. No, he said it was fine, just as long as he gets credit. He's credited for it, which is exactly what it should be. I mean, I would certainly... Yeah, I was just planning on the end. If he wanted to use the code, I was just going to give it to him and have him at it. I don't really care about credit. You know, I do software development for a living. This is... You know... This didn't really take very long, so it's not like I really don't care about the credit. Hey, you keep him out of this. You know, I don't want you to give him anything. Kiva! Get away from my monitor! Kiva, no! Kiva? Cat? What are you doing? She's molesting, like, the shit underneath my monitor. Well, she was... So, underneath my monitor, I have a few trinkets and a few things like this, like, you know, There's my blue laser. Buy all our playsets and toys. But I have a Kefka from Final Fantasy. Little thing like this. And she was just rubbing all over it, knocking it over. She's already bent the back. The back of this has already been broken because she pulled it down and I think she sat on it. So, but yeah. I don't know what the fuck. She's just... She must be in a mood that she just wants attention and... Ooh, where's he gonna get those? Shit. Ah, I hate it when this is the last one you can't fucking get. You can't fucking stop him. Where's Moon Pearl? Alright, that means... Ooh, Fire Rod. Okay, we got a couple items there. Moon Pearl. Fire Rod. Doesn't actually open anything. I really wish we had some more rupees. It would make fake flippers much more reasonable here. Gotta be careful here, obviously. Crabs are a real threat. And I'm not gonna farm rupees for 20 minutes just to get to 500. So I think we save quit here. We're gonna save quit here. I always do that every time I come in here. What's wrong, babe? Bring it here. I'll take it. I got it. That's my job, babe. See, that's like my only job in this household. But I can put my controller down for 10 seconds. That's not a big deal. Okay. I think my wife is pissed at me for some reason. I think I just heard her get a knife. If I keep saying shit like this, she will be actually pissed at me. There we go. We're gonna continue, even though we have Dark World access now. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna save quit. Normally, I'd go back in there and actually do Eastern, but I think we've got enough here that we can just keep going. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna head to. We'll take the south path since we have the mirror. We'll take the south path all the way around. Ooh, Master Sword, that works. That actually makes things a lot easier here. Excuse me? Space Age Man, you're a bit on the weird side tonight. Alright, so again, we're gonna do it this way. Actually, no, we'll do... I was gonna do it the same way I did it yesterday, which headed up to Catfish. But I think in this case I'm not going to. We'll do the south route, because we can mirror and pick up extra shit on the way, and then just mirror and go up through ether. Because we can pick up an extra item this way too. So we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it this way. God damn it. I'm gonna do that. It's efficient. Stumpy, you suck. Oh, I haven't checked my crystals yet. 4, 5. Red. Blue. Green. That is an interesting combination. I don't actually want that. I want the hearts. I mean, I could have easily picked that up, but it is completely worthless. But I do want the hearts here because we're about to go into Thieves. So we're going to go into Thieves, and then we're going to go into... we'll head straight up north to Skullwoods. Because it takes 2 seconds. Oops, 2 seconds I just saved. The whole animation of picking it up and having it over your head is 2 seconds. Hey, I've lost races by 2 seconds. Hi. You coming back? Hi, kitty. Pulled my hand away and she swatted it and it's like, pet me. Stay away from Kefka. Hey, 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 hey! This cat, I swear. We don't have a bottle yet, do we? Now, we could go up north first. Well, I guess we could. It would be more efficient. So as long as we're careful, this should be just fine. I wonder if it's quicker to actually mirror back and then walk straight through. I've done that a few times, but... Anyway. really don't want to burn this. We're just gonna... We'll use hammer, I guess, on this, or combination of that and sword beams. I don't want to waste my magic here. It's very limited. I'm not gonna have a full magic gauge anyway when I go into the next fight, so I'm gonna get as much magic here as I can. Really want to be careful of both health and magic here. Well, T-Rock is red pendant, so hopefully I don't have to go fucking do it at all. Shit. I really don't want to take any additional damage here. This is not going to be an incredibly easy fight in this case. So I'm going to go the long way around, just to pick up the magic and shit. Again, it's early enough that I can be a little cautious here. A couple of these here. Shit. That's what I wanted. Ah! Did not want to take a hit there. And we're going to maximize this as much as we can. So we'll get 4 shots, and then we'll just have to wing the rest. We just gotta be careful is all. As long as we're careful, we should be just fine. We just don't have any safeties, we don't have any backups, there's no safety net here. Just gotta make crisp hits is all. And he needs to get the fuck away from there. 2 of those, I don't think either one of those counted. That one counted. That one did not count. That one didn't count. That one counted. That one counted. That one counted. Cool. I don't have a B. Otherwise I would. Alright, so we gotta go in, we gotta get... There's still one item in here. We haven't gotten them all yet. Shit. I just got bunnied. Be the item, be the item. Fuck. Alright, it's big chest. Just gonna go this way. I know it makes a pain in the ass to get back out, but in the end, it's quicker overall just because you can. There's no risk here. We're getting a lot of 8 drops. Probably actually should have picked up those 5. That +5. And it's a piece of fart.
Kiva, you're gonna have to move that.
She knew you were coming.
Food. So right now, as I just got past those 3 rooms.
Cool.
Troy? You little miss troublemaker.
You've
Hang
got,
on, right there.
You've got a bed right there for
There
you.
you go.
What is in
Boop. I plopped her right down. She stayed. Are you mad?
Hey,
Are you
Dad.
mad? Are you mad?
What?
Did you grab from... Oh, you haven't mugged the dying kid yet, have you?
He's fine.
Or no, that's not the dying kid. It's the dying boy.
Okay, stop it. He's fine.
It says on the tracker that he's a dying warrior.
It also says Stoop Lonk's house. Hoos.
You sound like you have a Scottish accent.
It says Stoops Lonk's Hoos. Hoose.
Who's?
Hoos.
Yeah, you sound like Irish or Scottish. Oops,
Anyway.
Or German for that matter. You speaking German?
Yeah, and Kiva's being her. She's just wild. So, our cats, like most cats, just get fucking super wild once, once people actually start getting home because they've been home all day alone and no one's been here to play with them and all that shit. And, when I get home is when they get fed. So, the second she walks in, the second I walk in, she starts meowing up a storm and meow, 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 and just starts going crazy. Okay, so you know the joke, the ongoing joke about the lazy kid, right? And that they're always on to me that I'm grave robbing basically. Because he's dying. Oh my god, he's not gonna live through the hour. And Mooner had mentioned I probably stole the house from a guy named Stupong. I murdered him and stole the home. Oh, that's fantastic. The cat walked in the room, smelled the box, and then fucked off to sleep. Well, yeah, cats do that too. The kid's not dying. I don't know where you guys get off this, that he's dying. He's not dying. I didn't... No, I say that's the story that keeps going on. He's not dying. He's just fine. He's just a lazy little prick. Listen, I see this kid every day. Shovel. There's your go mode item. I see this kid every day. He's fine. He's just fine. Alright, so there's one item left. We've got we've got 2 spots left for it to be in. We have 6 hearts, green mail. We actually have to be slightly careful on this fight, just because I'm actually going to pick up that heart. And I don't want to take an extra... Oh, get away from me. God damn it. I don't want to take any additional damage. You don't know the kid like I know this kid. His name's Fred. He's fucking fine. He didn't get that job, though. Remember I told you yesterday how I got him out of bed so he can go to that job interview? He didn't get the job. The potential client looked at him, took one look at him, said, "You're lazy as fuck," and and he just his game is
I'm gonna watch Dragon Ball.
okay. The conspiracy is in. The kid is stooped long. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's really fucking funny. Hate it when he does that. Although it's just as easy, if not easier, fighting him on the ground. Alright. What are we getting from Blind? Yes, she's gonna watch Dragon Ball. Alright, so we've got all these. I think we're gonna go to the mountain. I think we're gonna go to the mountain. On the way, we're gonna stop and we're gonna get the ledge. We'll check Bumper Cave and then do the God, I got a cat hair on my glasses somewhere. My gunners. Yes, yes, that is certainly the series. She got tired of seeing me watch Super, and kept wanting to know what the hell's going on, so she's starting from the beginning. She's maybe a third through the first series. That's right, I gotta go the long way. I'll have mitts of the boots. I don't have to keep the portal this time, though. I've got the, I have the dub on, you know, on Cartoon Network, but it's I've been watching the sub. Probably shouldn't have thrown that bomb right there. I'm not really, I've got the dub on the DVR, and I think I'm a couple episodes behind because I've seen all the episodes on the subs, so. Yeah, it's been good. It definitely has been good. Yeah, they've done a really good job. The animation sometimes suffers, but that's just because of the people that they hired to do the animation sometimes. But it's actually comical in some scenes. But yeah, it's been good. I've definitely been enjoying it. I think the current storyline in the sub is going maybe a bit too far, but I mean, it's Dragon Ball. What do you expect? I mean, yeah, it just depends on... It's a lot of the background stuff. Oh, I didn't just get... God. Fucking dead rocks. I hate these fucking squirrels, man. Ooh, flips. Okay, that opens up a few things. Well, next we're gonna... the next things that we're gonna go check, we're gonna do the, we'll go up to Catfish, and we'll do it that way. It'll be quicker. Yeah, a lot of the animation that suffers is the keyframe shit, the shit in the background that you're not supposed to really notice is just supposed to be there. But yeah, sometimes that suffers a bit. But whatever. The shit that's up in your face is good. The main animation is really good. Put that in case we have to go do Zora. Oh, you didn't! How? How did it go from here to here? I lost 20 seconds on those dead rocks. 20 seconds. Every time one of them does... excuse me. Every time one of them does that, it's 10 seconds. That's how long it takes for those dead rocks to unfreeze. I mean, how? How does that happen? Alright, so. When this is done, we're going to check Eastside Death Mountain. And then we're probably going to save quit. And... wow. The next spot is really difficult. Zora's got the most items. So what we could do a lot of this at once. Because we could check the hobo. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, I see the path we're going to take here. We can check that shovel on the route, too, which is nice. Oh, fuck. For whatever reason, that one didn't seem like it wanted to come back up. Hate when I do that. And then, of course... God damn it. Jesus, fuck me. Ugh. That's frustrating. Yes, that is why I'm keeping it. I will cherish the shovel forever. Ooh, Titan's mitts. There's item 1. Oh, that means we can check out Bunny Cave. We can't actually do anything more than that, but we can check out Bunny Cave. Unless we find the hook shot or the boots. Yeah, I can't do grave robbing yet. That one, again, I totally admit to grave robbing the King's Tomb. Totally admit to it. Guilty as charged. That king had some good shit. Oh, shit. Ah. A really bad spot there with him that low. How was my day going? It was great until I got home, and then my computer didn't boot up, and I had to manually go in and reset the BIOS and basically push through boot sequence manually, which means my fucking motherboard is finally dying out. It's an older motherboard. I've had it for about 5 years. It means that I have to potentially look into replacing my system finally. A lot of the other parts are fine, but... I just don't want to drop another grand or so on parts. Not yet. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do it this way. Let's open this up. Yeah, I haven't been down yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to open this up. Not only so we see what it is. We'll do Bunny Cave. And then we'll just mirror out, we'll drop down, and then come back up, and that'll be a save quit point. Okay, so it's Bombos. We don't have Bombos yet. Hopefully we won't need to go in there, but... But yeah, we're going to just do this efficiently. I believe this is the most efficient path. Doing it this way. Because we actually don't have a dungeon that we can actually clear with logic. We can clear Ice Palace. But again, I don't like going into Ice Palace without the cane or the hookshot. Plus, it's a pendant dungeon anyway. So we do have... We're already 3 crystals in. We need the flute or the book for desert, which is the other half of 5-6. I'm just getting wrecked here by these guys. And there's a bunch of shit we can check. Half magic's nice. Yeah, I don't care about the heart. I do care about dying here, though. Jesus. Almost died there. Taking a lot of unnecessary hits here. Alright, so that's going to clear these. I just need to not take a bunch of unnecessary hits is what it is. Like this. Jesus. Fuck me, man. Oh, I don't have anything to crack that with. I mean, this is our save quit point. It doesn't really matter. And that's number... Well, that's 1, 2, and 3. And there's Sankheart. And Hookshot. Ooh, 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 ooh. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I think it's still best to do it this way. It's still faster. So that cave worked out really well. Sankheart at the perfect time. And the hookshot while we're still up here. So the interesting part of this now is that that opens up Swamp Palace. So there are 2 dungeons that we can get into and actually clear, and they're both pendant dungeons. I think I'm going to do Swamp, even though I don't like doing Swamp. I need to get used to doing Swamp. So, tomorrow's matchup is not near as important. Saturday's matchup is incredibly important to get Swamp and to get it early. So our opponent on Saturday is Gem, and I don't know if you've ever seen any of Gem's matches. Gem hates Swamp Palace. He hates it with a passion. He refuses to go to left side Swamp unless it is required. Like, it's the very last thing to do. He'll ignore it up until that point. So my approach on Saturday is the second Swamp Palace is open. If I can do it and do the left side of it, I'm going to do it. Because if that is an item, I win. So I'm going to gamble, you know, a lot on left side Swamp. Like, a lot I'm going to gamble. That left side Swamp is actually an item. Because he will not do it. He's lost. I've seen him lose several races. I shouldn't say several. I've seen him lose 2 races that I can think of. Because he just didn't want to go to left side Swamp. And it ended up costing him. What am I doing here? Oh, that's right. I wanted to... Yeah, never mind. I knew what I wanted to do. I just couldn't think of it. I never... It's rare that I do it this way. So we're going to check a few areas here before we go to another dungeon. $5. No, I haven't... it's on the route here, so I'm going to do the long route here. That's why I'm doing it this way. So the only item I'm not going to check is Lake Hylia Island. But we're also going to... We have to do the... We're going to do the Pyramid and Catfish, so... Dude, your VPN doesn't stay up very long. Seems like you've got some issues with that. Unless it's sabotage and you're doing it on purpose. It's like, oh no, VPN went out. Oh no, can't work. Sounds like something I'd do. Now, we have not gone to Eastern yet. But I'm just gonna say that we're not gonna check Eastern anytime soon. We still don't have a bottle. Who's up?
I'm starting a difficulty thing where I'm just always getting killed because reasons.
Those are good reasons.
I mean, I don't know if it's because the enemies are fast or...
You just get used to it.
How did you get used to it?
I've played this many times.
Like, it's just... Oh my god, it's so tedious because,
I've 25 years of experience in this game.
There are way too many enemies in a small area. That's my problem.
Happens.
You got catfish.
Nah, this I don't mind, because I actually came up here for a reason.
Oh, so you just wanted to check.
Yeah.
Still, you know, catfish.
Yeah, catfish happens.
So can you actually play Flipper in the vanilla game?
In the English version, no.
Yeah, I'm using the Japanese version.
The Japanese, yes. If as long as it's version 1.0.
So I have to have the Moon Pearl and that's it?
Yeah. Well, no, you can fake Flipper without the Moon Pearl.
Is there anything different? Oh, you just can't use
You can't Jesus walk. Ooh, silvers. We're getting those. Don't die. Don't get dead. Well, okay. Well, I mean, this is not the worst thing in the world. There's actually good items up here. It's nothing required, but...
The only problem is, though, is that do you need flippers to get the side edge item?
Yes. Well, yes and no. There are ways around it, but it's not recommended.
Okay.
Boy, what are we doing here? Where are we going? There's 4 items over there. We're gonna do that later. But are you saying like all of the power went out? Like Kentucky went dark? For some reason, I did not drop off the ledge up north. I should have done that, but it's too late now. So I'm gonna check out. I'm actually gonna check out Ice Palace. No, this is dumb. I should not be doing this. This is dumb. I should not be doing it this way. You know what? I'm gonna check to make sure I'm not missing something here. I'm gonna save quit. I'm missing something here. I should have done it the other way. It would have saved me some time there. Yeah, I fucked that up. I should have done this a different way. I should have done it this way and then come from the north, because if that were to happen... And it did. Still don't know where we're gonna go then. Boy, I'm really tempted to... There's 5 overworld locations that are bunched up there. Really fucking close. I'm tempted to actually do that before doing... Yeah, I haven't been down to Desert yet, but I can't get in there. I actually can't get into Desert yet. I don't have the book or the... Alright, so we're gonna do it this way. Yeah, I have the mirror, but I don't have the flute to get down there. You can't pop that rock without the flute.
Fucking Dragon Ball almost made me cry.
What happened?
When...
Oh, it's Gohan.
Gohan.
Yeah.
And then poor little Goku actually acted like a little kid, like he's...
Yeah.
Because he is a little kid.
Alright, so this is 7 items that we can get very quickly. Yes, babe.
This wine is not the best tasting.
Okay.
But it's quite freaking strong.
Are you getting drunk?
I've only had this much.
And you're getting drunk?
And I'm tipsy already.
Give me a sip of that.
It's not the best tasting red wine, but it's potent.
Just a second.
And for me, that's important.
Ooh. Well, you're right about one thing, babe. That's not the best tasting wine. Ooh. Yeah, that's bitter. Yeah. That is not a good wine. Are you trying to get drunk?
Because most red wines don't do it this way.
Oh, here. You can have the rest of that. That little sip was enough for me.
No, it's not.
I just realized I didn't fucking bring the dude down here.
They did say if you don't like the wine, they'll give you your money back.
I guarantee out of that, what, 12 bottles of wine, we're gonna find.
12 bottles.
We're gonna find one that we want.
I hope the one with the kitty on it is what I want.
So, for our anniversary gift, what I got for my wife, for our 5-year, it came with a coupon for $100 off a wine. Yeah, it's $100 off a wine as long as you spend like $70 or whatever it was, or 150. There's a limit, and then you get $100 off. So it was like a case of wine for $70.
Oh shit, we're getting drunk. Yeah, this wine's getting me there, and it's sad because wine normally doesn't. It takes like a full bottle before it happens, but not today.
So yeah, we just got the flute. We know where we're going next.
There's got to be some couple of good ones out of that 12.
Yeah, oh yeah, there'll be some good ones out of there. So I am 1 or 2 items away from go mode. I need 2 at least. I need the bow, I need the cane, and then I might need a medallion. I don't have a... If you're talking about the lazy kid, then no, I don't have a bottle yet. Alright, so we check that, we check... Oops. We check that, we check that. Yeah, we do not have a bottle yet, which is really surprising. Alright, so we gotta cash the flute in. So what we're going to do is we're going to cache the flute in. We're still going to walk because we're going to check the shovel spot on the way. And then we're going to head to desert. And hopefully we can get into mire. Alright, so we'll do this. We'll get the... We'll dig up. And then we'll go down to turn this in. And then we'll head straight to desert. So we're still avoiding... So yeah, we're just 2 items away. Maybe 3, depending on the medallion. We don't need to keep this portal either. But we are going to check the shovel spot here. So we need cane, and we need bow for sure. And bow leads us to Eastern and a pod. So that's like the important item here. Careful with that.
I just had to go.
Alright, Gary, you got shit. Alright. A multi-dimensional chest. I would. Alright, so if this is ether, we're in luck. It is. But we're going to check everything here first.
Hello. Excuse me? Yes. Why? Ah.
Okay.
Make sure it says. Oh, okay, never mind. It's Alex. No, Alexandra. Oh, okay, that's fine then. Yeah, because I'm in Walgreens up here, so it should be fine.
Okay. And nothing there.
I will send it tomorrow.
We'll leave Agnes Cave for last.
Okay. That's all you need? That's all you need me for? I'm just kidding. I love you. Bye.
She's in your insurance?
Yes. To get her thyroid medicine.
Ah. Preston?
She's full time at hers now.
Yeah.
She should be able to get Preston on hers now without any question because he quit his job, so he has a life change, whatever you call it. How her insurance works.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She's only really had 1 glass of wine, so she's not actually getting drunk, trust me.
Oh, just give me a few minutes.
Yeah, when my wife gets drunk, it's comical. Because she's from Texas, and she's kind of lost that southern drawl, except when she gets drunk, and then it comes out in force. And
I don't like that I've lost it. I need to figure out how to get it back.
you're not gonna get it back here.
Oh, I'm sure I can figure out a way.
Yeah, I mean, we don't.
I'll just have to listen.
Us
to
northern folk don't talk like this.
I'll have to listen to something. I'll have to find something online where I can hear it. I'll just have Preston call me and talk to me.
Oh, Jesus,
I'll definitely get it back then. Because I know when I go home, it comes back real quick. You know, I used to be embarrassed by it, but I should never have been embarrassed by it.
Well, you have no reason to be embarrassed by it.
So
I make fun of it because I know that, you know.
You make fun of it because you tried to sound like it.
Because.
And you failed miserably.
Well, I never tried to sound like
You
it.
did one time. You tried to.
Oh, I was doing it in
As a
jest,
joke.
I'm sure, yeah. Hey, a bottle! We can go to the Lazy Kid. He's just lazy.
I'm gonna watch some more Dragon Ball.
You enjoy your Dragon Ball.
I like Dragon Ball. It took about 3 or 4 episodes, and I came around.
Stoop Lonk. That's not Stoop Lonk. I am Stoop Lonk. Don't you dare make a joke about identity theft. I shit you not. right away with that. Well, we still haven't checked Eastern. And we haven't done Agonist Cave either. We'll do Agonist Cave later. Oops. Forgot to mark that. So we are going to go into Mire. And hopefully we get a vanilla cane. Mushroom. Oh, that makes things so much more interesting. I mean, we're still going to go in, because double dipping into Mire is not a big deal. Yeah, so we're still going to do this first. Let's open this bad boy up, see what's in here. Especially if, like, the bow is in here or something. But now we have 2 more fetch quests to finish. And this will be easy. So we're looking, yeah, we need bow and we need cane, and that's it. And this also opened up the Fat Fairy. So there's plenty of shit available to us here. Damn it. I missed it. So close. If you have your fire rod out at that point, you can do that. Actually, I think I have the bug net. I don't think I put it on the thing. I thought I picked that up. Yeah, I do. I just didn't mark it. It's an unimportant item. Oh man, if this is a go mode, that would suck. Alright, so, again, we're going to find the 2 items in here. If it's cane, that's great. If it's not, then we'll just come back and we'll finish it later. The thing I like about Mire is that it's really easy to redo this. The question's just going to be, where do you go? I already have the big key, so let's check out the right 2 items here. And then we'll come back. I mean, chances are we won't find the cane in here. It's pretty unlikely. There's Ice Rod. Ugh. Don't you dare send me to Turtle Rock. Come on, be the item here. Be the item. Be the cane. That would be fantastic. Or the bow! I'll take the bow. Yahtzee! We're not even going to check Agana. That works. And that, my friends, is why you check out Misery Mire as soon as you can. So, yeah, we just need the red cane. We're off to the races here. Babe? I think she is starting to get drunk. She almost knocked over her wine. That would have been an absolute mess. It's a full glass of wine. She's just starting her second.
Hush.
So the only other thing that we would like to get on the way, obviously, is a another sword upgrade. That'll be Night and Day versus Ganon. But we're gonna full clear this place. It also means we were efficient in not going to Eastern. With the exception of that is if the bow is, if the, jeez. The exception to that rule is if the cane is in Eastern. Then this is actually inefficient. I'm not going to argue with her. There's one. You know, considering where we're at on this race, we're making really good time. Especially with what's left. Oh shit, I'm gonna get hit by that. Yeah. Didn't make it all the way to the wall. Make it all the way to the wall. That is the wrong cane. I want to do it this way. Ah. So we're going to be left with, what, 3 items? Well, the good thing is we know this is not a pedestal seed. So the ped seed is dead. There's a big key. There's a book. Ugh. More chase quests. Look at all these fetch quests. Alright, we know that the bottom one is a key. There's one. There's 2. That's our sword upgrade. That's actually really important. So we are set for Ganon. That's right, we don't have the, we don't have the cane yet. That's our go mode item. Part of me is actually a little concerned that the cane might be in Eastern. Oops. Her people do say that. I don't think I've ever heard her say that. She says y'all all the time. She says y'all all the time. She doesn't have to be drunk for that. But I don't think I've ever heard her actually say howdy. You're not a howdier.
I do in chat on WoW all the time.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit different.
I chat it more than I say.
Sure.
Text it? Is that the word? Chat it? Text
Yeah, we know what you mean. Alright. So hopefully it's in Eastern. We don't have to go hunting for it. There are 3 or 4 spots that we can still go to, but we'd rather not. And there's still plenty of shit. Damn it. Jesus. Helmser's being a dick. Alright, so hopefully there's 3 items in Eastern, hopefully one of them. And then we gotta make a choice on where we're gonna go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 fetch quests that are out there. There's also Fat Fairy. And Agonist Cave. We did not do Agonist Cave. But we can do that at the same time we check Bombos. So... still plenty of things to do. Hopefully it's in Eastern. Hopefully it's on, like, Armos Nights. Armos Nights would make sense. So again, we have not been in here yet. That is 1. I mean, the only thing it would have been if that case is that we could have done Mire. We wouldn't have had a double dip. Double dipping Mire is not a big deal. I'm not, you know, I'm not sad if we had to double dip Mire. It's probably one of the easier dungeons to double dip into. That and Eastern here. Actually, all the Light World dungeons are easy. It's basically the Light World dungeons in Mire. None of those are difficult to double dip. The rest of them, however, different story. Red clothes, that's 2. We're gonna, again, we have to full clear this. Again, we would love it to be on Armos Nights, because that means that everybody would have to do this. They didn't. They didn't change the way those skeletons spawn. I didn't know where the line... I thought the line was at one location, because there was a long time, where I kept spawning that 3rd skeleton, and I didn't realize why. The reason why is because the spawn line where I thought it wasn't actually there. So it had nothing to do with... I thought, it had nothing to do with that. I was just screwing it up. The spawn line is closer than I thought it was. So this is good. As long as the cane is right here. If the cane is right here, that's perfect. That's about as perfect routing as we can get. Because there's very few places that we went to that did not net an item. Or was not just very efficient based off our routing. So, if we're in luck, it's right here. Our search is over. We're all done. Red cane? It's red. Alright, so now we gotta start hunting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We know the one spot we know where it isn't is the ped. We know it cannot be a pedestal seed. Alright, so let's start checking these in just order here, I guess. Hey, look! It's a lazy kid. Look at him. He's fine. He rolls over just fine, hands me 20 bucks. He's fine. Look at him. He's perfectly normal. I am gonna pop this fairy. Because I'm gonna buy some blue goo on here. Alright, so those are the two easy ones. These next two are the two that are going to be difficult. So we're going to check this... Oh, God. I mean, it could be almost anywhere. The good thing is we know where it isn't. It's not in Turtle Rock. But I think we're going to check this, and then we're going to do... we'll do Agonist Cave and the... the Bombos tablet, and then we're going to go into Swamp. But we're going to check this first, because it is kind of on the progressive line. And it's just not a random dive into a dungeon. Now we're about to randomly dive into a dungeon. Let's see, how do we want to do this? We want to keep that portal. So we don't have to do this twice.
How many episodes of Dragon Ball Z have?
293, I believe.
And then Super is ongoing?
It's ongoing, yes.
What's that right now?
111 of the Japanese. Or 112, something like that, or 114, something like that. It's over 100. Damn. So we have to do it this way, which is kind of unfortunate, but so we're going to do it this way. We're going to go check Agona real quick. And then we'll come back here, we'll snag that portal on the way back, and then head into Swamp. There's really not many other spots to check. There's Spike Cave. There's the Ether Tablet. And that's basically it. A bottle. We could have checked that a long time ago. Yeah, I'm a fan of the show. I've watched it. I mean, I remember watching it back in the late 90s on fucking Toonami. So back then, I used it was on while I was still at work. I actually used my VCR to fucking record that. This is before I had a fucking DVR. Yeah, it's 153 in the first series, in the original Dragon Ball, 293 in Dragon Ball Z, GT has 64, but nobody gives a fuck about GT. And then, yeah, it's like 114, I think, is what they're on in the Japanese Super episodes right now, something like that. Oh, GT's horrible. I remember when the first time I watched it, I had difficulty getting through the series. I watched it, and then at one point, maybe like 5 or 6 years later, I went back to try to watch it again, and I got like 10 episodes in, and I fucking stopped. It's like, this is garbage. This is fucking hot garbage. There's a small part of GT that isn't bad, but boy, it's a small part. What? Somebody just finished? Whoa! Okay, that cane is out here somewhere then, and it's not hard to find. Wow! Killer run, dude. Killer run. Well, I mean, if you found the cane early enough, then yeah. What did he just put for a comment? Insane. Ha! I don't know, maybe that says Spike Cave. Because Spike Cave, you could have found that really fucking early. I mean, maybe. I mean, he could have dived into Swamp's been available for a while too. He could have dove into Swamp. Ice has been available for a long time. So if it's early here, I don't. You know, that doesn't surprise me. But that's a terrific, terrific run. It's very good, actually. I mean, fucking really fucking good. Which just means he found the last 2 items very quickly. What it means is that he had the cane before he went into Mire, and then was able to finish it and then go mode it. Because if you go mode Pod and Eastern, you could be done really quick. It just, yeah, that's what it means, is that he had the cane going into Mire. And didn't have to double dip that. That's a fucking crazy good run, though. That almost makes me think of Spike Cave. Shit, there's 2 items still in here. Hopefully this is the big key. The big key's in one of these 2 chests. So that I don't have to, I don't have to triple in here. Yeah, I mean... That's really fucking impressive. That's a killer time. I mean, Tigra's a good runner, but that's a really fucking amazing time. Oops. So I've gotten 3 items, 4 items now, and 2. One, the big key is still in here. Oh man, it really makes me want to check Spike Cave. have to go back in. I mean, yeah, we would have been... If we had the cane at the Meyer spot, I mean, shit, yeah, we would have go-moded everything, and we would definitely would have been at least to Ganon's Tower. We'd be close to finishing by now. My only concern here is that the big key is on the left. Yeah.
So where do you go to actually get the Master Sword and the medallion?
Where does it tell you to go?
It's in Japanese.
Play the English version. Well, then you're gonna have a problem. After you get the Master Sword, you gotta go kill Aghanim. It's at Hyrule Castle. You should play the English.
Oh, no, I remember. Sorry.
You gotta play the English version, dude.
No, I remember now.
Yeah, you really shouldn't play the
Supposed to use
Japanese.
this to break the seal.
Yeah.
Door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so normally I would learn from you from watching you doing these, and I would know where to go and how to get things and stuff
yeah,
like that.
it's not the same.
But okay, with your acronym, I wouldn't know that because you don't normally do that unless
Right.
it's required, which it hasn't been for you. So.
Yeah. You should really do the English version, dude. Because there's text you need to know. Like, that would have been one of them.
I've already gotten this far, and I don't want to do it again, so...
Oh, well, now you know how to do it, though. It's easy.
Still, I don't want to redo it again.
Alright, just don't come to me every fucking 5 minutes asking me where to go, because you can't read the text.
At least happy that I'm actually
Oh, no, dude.
attempting to
That's
beat the
great.
game.
I'm thrilled. That's fantastic. I thought you were playing the English version, though.
No, I was playing the Japanese version because, having to use those glitches and also to, they said there was a very slight difference.
It's incredibly minor, though. I mean, you wouldn't notice. I don't think it's here. Fucking Kane, and somebody finished with an incredible time. So Kane is out here
Or
somewhere.
are you just really...
No, I'm not behind. That's an insane time.
Or are you just...
I mean, he found, basically what it came down to, he found the cane when he found the cane. And that's why I'm thinking it might be Spike Cave.
Yeah, right. So, that was a choice.
Yep.
Are you going to click the ball thing?
Nah, it doesn't matter. Wow. That's an incredible time. No one else has finished yet. We're 7 minutes beyond, so... Yeah, I think it's Spike Cave. But we're gonna check this first. It's right here before we head up there.
By the way, so are the medallions, I know there's 2 medallions that are required in the game because you're supposed to use them for the dungeon, right?
Yes. Quake and Ether are both required.
What's up with bombs then?
It's just nice to have. Or no, I'm sorry, is it Bombos that's required in Quake? Or Bombos and Ether? No, I think it's Quake and
So
Ether.
why are the 3 medallions that you used to...
Because they want to add a third. Bombos is helpful in Ice Pals.
Oh, if you don't have
Man, that's an incredible time. So we're gonna check this first, just because it's right here, and if it's Ether Medallion. I don't think it's Ether. I'd be shocked if it's Ether Tablet.
Wait, what's this? Wait, what's it?
This is Ether Tablet right here.
Oh, no, I know that. I mean, that's where
Well,
that's
this
where
is-
I'm at right now.
Yeah, this is Death Mountain. That cave is Spectacle Rock.
I know the cave Spectre Rock. I just like you call it something else.
No, it's Death Mountain.
I'm slow.
I would bet it's here, just based off of somebody actually finishing already, which means they had to have... I mean, I guess you could have gone into ice early, but you didn't have to. I could probably lift that, but I'm not going to risk it.
It would really suck if you didn't do that.
It's an ice palace, motherfucker.
Alright, well, you've spent all this time avoiding Ice Palace.
I mean, I was...
Because that's not required, because it's a pen.
Well, of course. I almost went in there at one point, but then I found the next item.
It's always Ice Palace. Always try to avoid.
I usually avoid swamp.
Why Swamp?
Because it's longer and it's more annoying. I don't know what you're talking
If it's
about.
not here, then...
Oh, it has to be here.
Yeah. Or unless you goof something up.
It has to be here.
Alright, well, let's just say that.
It will be here.
It will be here.
Well, it's gonna be here. It can't not be here.
Well, no, I'm saying that it can't not be here unless you go...
I didn't screw anything up. I did not screw... Fuck, TGH just finished. There's 2 done now.
Now you're behind. Because they went to Ice Palace.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm gonna be behind if the required items in a pendant dungeon I didn't go into, yeah. No, they're my 2 least favorite.
Oh, Isis.
No, don't you fucking dare send me to... Yeah, I mean, no, because it can't, because the, you need the cane to get in there, so...
Don't you dare send to Swamp Palace.
No, I was thinking, Turtle Rock. But it doesn't matter, you can't get into Turtle Rock, so you don't have the cane. If I had the cane, I wouldn't need to do this shit. It can't be in Turtle Rock. You need the cane to get into Turtle Rock. Otherwise, you can't take the first... You can't get across the first bridge.
Like, see, things like that, like those little tricks that I like to get past places in a speedy amount of time. I mean, that's why, that's why we did it.
Well, that's good.
Some,
Yeah, they require some effort.
and you know what? I'm never gonna try to use arm skips.
They're difficult once you learn them.
So I have to use arm skips.
Occasionally, yeah, they have to be set up perfectly. Man, what was his route? If he finished this already. That's impressive. That is impressive. I mean, he had a 10-minute lead on TGH. It's probably in the big chest, and I've just walked away from it. I mean, but why would you do that? No, it's not, they didn't do it when I did Eastern. They did Ice before they went to Mire. That's what it was. Because if you do, they had to have done it before doing that, because you can't do Eastern without the bow. So they would have done, basically they did this when they had the option of going to a couple different places, and then immediately went to Mire, which then they got the bow, which then led them to Eastern. They're basically in go mode at that point. As soon as they got the cane here, they are effectively in go mode. They just don't know it yet. It's 2. Jesus, the last fucking item. Is. Oops. So they did these 3, and then right there they mirrored out, saved them time, immediately went to Mire. That's the path. So what cost us is us actually going into Mire and getting the bow. Before going into Pendant. I don't agree with that at all. If that's how it's supposed to be done, I will fuck that up every single time. I don't agree with that. Because and it applied here too, because Meyer often has an item. It just does. I don't agree with that routing. I will if that's normal routing, I will never ever make that choice. Ever. Never. I will always 100% go into Crystal Mire when it's open before going into Pendant Ice. Every fucking time. I don't need to go over here. What am I doing? I've kind of already done all this. Every time I will do that. So, what it effectively means is when we went to get the flute, and we got the flute from the hammer pegs, they went to ice before that. They had to have done that before getting the flute. That's the only thing that would make sense. I can't imagine why you would ever want to go into Pendant Ice before going into Crystal Mire. Yeah, you can finish Crystal Mire, Pendant Ice, but Mire has got required items so many times. So, whatever. That's just it's a lucky guess. It is. But I will always check a crystal dungeon in that scenario. Every single fucking time. Without fail. And more often than not, it pays. I mean, again, it's just as likely that the bow led us to the fucking cane in Pod. In fact, it's more likely than that is the case. It's more likely that that path leads us to the cane instead of going into a random pendant dungeon first. I'll never get that. I will never understand what makes people make that choice. Because to me it makes zero sense. Unless I'm missing something on the openings for the routes. It had to have been before the flute. But then what possesses you to immediately go do the to immediately go check out the other route based off the cane, because it doesn't open anything else. Because then you have to go get the flute before doing anything else, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's not more likely or less likely. It's is equally likely. To my understanding, it is. The percentages are based off of likelihood of basically the least. The harder it is to get into the dungeons, the less likely you're going to find items in them. But Mire is just well known for having items in it, either crystal or pendant. It's the same thing as Skullwoods. It's the same reason that we always go to Skullwoods first, is that the chances of there being items in there just seems to be insanely high. So, I mean, again, that's fantastic. That's a killer run. I just don't understand how you can make that play. Because to me, it makes no sense.
No, after a while, the wine tastes better.
Careful with that, babe.
Fine.
Yeah, I just don't see it, because the only way that makes sense... I'm trying to piece through this. that means you had the flute. That means you had the flute before this. You went to ice, and then you did not... You had a chance to go to desert and to peek into mire, and you didn't. You instead went to ice. So you have the flute, and you chose not to go to desert and to at least peek into mire. Because you would have gotten the bow, and you sure as fuck wasn't going to go to ice. You were going to go the same route that I just went. What possesses you to go into Ice Palace in that scenario? That's what I want to know. Because the only way that makes sense is if you do that before you get the bow. Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Is it's exactly a gamble that paid off. I just don't understand it. I just do not understand why you would even consider making that gamble. It's not even a consideration in my book. But again, I want to know this. This is the reason why I'm asking this question and why I'm debating it is... Did I miss something there? Because it just does not make any sense to me. Wow, that's all 4. We went so long without a bottle, we just found all 4. And we're finding, like, every missing item. Yeah, it's just, again, it doesn't make any sense to me. Again, I probably am overthinking this. I'd like to know... I would like to know the answer to that. I really would. Now, again, we chose swamp over ice. Oops. Would help if I hit this. We chose swamp over ice. That is completely respectable. In fact, I would normally choose ice over swamp too, just because of the... You know, the length of time it takes to finish, but... So, like, people that are finishing up now, we just had somebody else, so 2 people actually just finished. I could totally understand that. I just cannot... I would like to see that replay, to see what possessed them to make that choice. That's all I'm saying. I just want to know. I want to know what possessed them to make that decision in that order, because it just doesn't make sense. Thought I had the hook shot on there. I'm too busy yammering and not paying attention to what items I have equipped. I'm kind of facing the wrong direction here. 7 people are done now, it looks like. Ay, ay, ay. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I do not get that choice. When I'm done with this, I'm going to jump into spoiler chat and see if I can get an answer to that one. Because I don't get it. It's the only thing that makes sense, is making that decision in that order. And it just makes no fucking sense. We're also going to check and see when this is done if there's a key sanity run that's going to be queuing up, because if there is, we are going to do that tonight. Ah. Come here. I hate when that guy gets caught behind the statue. Another's done. Jesus Christ. Did we actually choose that poorly when we just chose to go to Swamp? Apparently so. Oh, wait. I want to go Silver's here. Hey, Wanley. What's up, dude? We're just debating a decision that we... Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Are you serious? No, it's the opposite. Is that the person who finished first had to take an unbelievable risk, and it paid off huge for him. I'm just trying to piece it together in my head how you take that risk, because it doesn't make any sense based off of the order that everything was discovered later. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it was an insane risk based off of where the items were located, and he won by 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to jumping into spoiler chat on this one to find out the answer to that question, because in my brain it does not make any sense.
Are you allowed to jump into spoiler chat?
Yeah, when I'm done.
Oh, when you're done.
Yeah, I'm almost done. No. Tiger doesn't. He's a really good runner. It's just awkward. It's a very awkward position to make a risk to do that. I don't get it. And I want to know the answer, because I want to know if there's something in the logic that maybe I'm missing. Oh shit. Jesus, fuck me. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Trolldorm is being a dick tonight. And I poke the bear.
What's that thing's name?
It's Molderum, but we call him Trolldorm because he likes to not...
Molderum?
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Butter? No. Yeah, I don't know. It's just... So here's the scenario. In order for this to work, you need to have the flute first. And if you have the flute first, you have access to not only desert, but to go into Misery Mire. That's the only way that this works. And in that scenario, they had to have chosen to go into a pendant dungeon, Pendant Ice, before going into Crystal Mire, where Mire often has items. That's the only way this scenario works. And I would never make that decision. Never. It makes zero choice, because the moment you go into Mire, you find the bow, which sends you to Eastern and Pod, which means you're not going to Ice Palace for another 10 or 15 minutes to find the cane. The only way you finish with that time is you make one dip into Misery Mire and you do not double dip it. You go mode everything. Because once you find the bow, you're in go mode. And then the rest is a breeze, because you can go mode 3 dungeons. But you only make that decision if you choose not to go into Misery Mire, and I just don't get that. Bottom 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Let's do this easy mode now. Oh, shit. Actually took some damage there. Wasn't expecting that. I'm just gonna, I'll just burn one. There's no harm in... Probably should have done the red goo. I forgot we had that one. I did. I think I found, like, every item in this game. Damn, missed it. I had a nice setup there, and I missed my shot. Wow, we finished with a... I have to jump into spoiler chat to find out on this one. Alright, get your bonk counts out, by the way, boys and girls. Get your bonk counts out. Hey, B-Torp. Alright, hold on. What's open? Isn't it open? Shit. Did we miss a Key Sandy run? Is there one going right now? Yes, there is. Oh, it's an entrance Key Sandy. Never mind. Okay, there we didn't miss one. Get your bonk counts in, ladies and gentlemen. When did we find the boots? We got the boots super early, didn't we? Where did we find the boots? Boots were on the island. So we got those maybe halfway through the game. So it's going to be higher than that. I'm going to say 22? 23. 23. Say 23. Alright, bear with me. I'm going to go into spoiler chat. I'm asking right now about that. I have to know. I've been bonk shaving. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward this thing. Oh, it's gonna be more than 12, I think.
Alright, 23.
I said 23.
24.
Alright, let's find out. I need to know the answer to this, though.
He says 25, I say 24.
11?
I was close.
Wow!
Okay, I was closer.
What was your box?
I
Only
said
11.
First.
Oh, wow.
My first guess was close. Would you agree?
Well, yeah, of course it was.
So which place did you get? Okay.
1 second. That was, yeah. Dude, I've been bonk shaving. Yeah.
Yay.
Hold on a second here. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I gotta eat still, too.
Yeah, your cold noodles are sitting out. Might have to reheat them.
I'm just gonna make something else.
You sure?
So, yeah.
Okay. How'd it go?
Okay, so let's take a look and see here. Give me a second. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump off. I gotta get some food in me because I haven't eaten yet, And if there's a key sanity run coming through tonight, we will join it. If not, we might just be done for the night. We are playing tomorrow night. As you guys know, we are playing tomorrow night. The race is at 8 against Bentisi. And then, yeah. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, if there's a key sanity run that's going to be popping up tonight, we might still be on after that comes up. Otherwise, hope you guys come back tomorrow and take a look at the race. Again, it's at 8 p.m. Eastern or Central Time. And yeah, we'll do it then. So again, appreciate everybody stopping by, and we'll either be back or we'll see you tomorrow when we're racing. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll talk to you soon, hopefully.